Let me tell you the story of Elara, the elf who walked softly through darkness, and whose choices determined whether a world would sleep forever in shadow or awaken to hope's pale light. Dawn in the cursed forest is an unkind trick, thin, washed out, silvery cold. The sun is hidden somewhere above the choking branches, mottled shadows splayed like bruises across the tangled underbrush. Only Elara, nimble-footed and sharper than frost, moves through this silence with purpose, her green cloak shifting like a shimmer of dew. Each footstep, careful, calculated, betrays nothing to the watchful trees. They called her thief, some in lesser tongues. Others called her shadow dancer, fate weaver, trickster. Few cared to know the truth. Even fewer cared that her heart beat not for gold, but for secrets, especially those housed in ancient bones, whispered between root and rot. Today, beneath the suffocating hush of leaf and mist, she hunts her greatest secret yet, the Vault of Serathiel, and the artifact lost within. But evil has its own ears and hungers. As Elara threads silent through poisonous ferns and gnarled bramble, the forest seems to listen, to lean closer, drinking her presence like a heady dream. She pauses, an instinct far older than herself gnawing at her mind. Something stirs here, she thinks, narrowing her ice-bright eyes. In the hush before a heartbeat, a shape moves. Not deer or beast, but a sleet of shadow, quick and cold. She freezes, dagger in hand, heart a single trembling thread. If this place breathes, it does so to taste me. Elara knows about trust, how to feign it, how to earn it, how to slip its leash. Her party, the warlock with haunted eyes, the stoic dwarf with hands like oak roots, the trickster bard, waits somewhere behind, slowed by the wood's uncanny refusals. Yet Elara always moves ahead, trusting only in her shadow. Better betrayed by silence than a comrade's clumsy step, she muses, lips quirking in a wry smile. Beneath a willow choked by black-veined moss, she uncovers the glyph, a cipher in old tongue, spinning across the bark like ice over water. Elara's gloved fingers trace meaning. Only truth unlocks the gate, and she laughs softly. Truth? In a place built by liars? With a sideways glance, she checks her satchel. Inside, the scroll of stolen legends unspools, inked with maps and myths, her prize from a midnight library. A puzzle, then. The story goes that Serathiel, a sainted sorcerer, forged an artifact so potent it bent time and memory, sealed when his own heart met betrayal. Elara pieces the clues together under the burdened boughs, each new uncertainty a ripple in her reflection. A low moan trickles from the stones. The wind, or something older. With a breath held tight, Elara presses her palm to the glyph and whispers the secret she carries. I have come seeking truth, and I carry none but my own. The bark shudders. The world seems to blink. Light leaks far below, where roots form a spiral staircase descending into violet gloom. Trust or deceit? The words dance in her mind as she descends, boots silent on the ancient steps. Survive with half-truths, or perish risking honesty? She slips into the underworld, a mote of resolve wrapped in dusk. In the vault, silence has its own voice. Statues leer from alcoves, faceless yet knowing. A shallow altar glows with spectral light. On it, the artifact, a crystalline heart caged in runes, pulsing with forlorn memory. As Elara approaches, the shadows thicken, twisting like hands eager to claim. A memory surfaces sharp and aching. Running as a child from vengeful eyes, mother's warning, trust no promise spun in shadow. Yet now she stands alone. Every rogue plays with lies, but not every lie saves a life, she thinks. Her hand hovers over the artifact. As fingers graze its glassine surface, the curse stirs, shapes uncoiling, whispering without tongues. The room tightens around her, dread pressing at her lungs. To wield me, speak your choice, trust or deceit. the artifact's voice, cold as midnight in her bones. Elara's mind races. Reveal herself, her intent, her scars, her true longing, or spin an illusion of virtue and slip away, leaving the darkness to another fool. For a heartbeat she is less than shadow and more than mortal. Is the world so worth saving that I'd unmake myself for it? She wonders. Her voice small yet firm. I choose trust, not in fate, not in the world, but in myself, in the chance that truth might still matter. The artifact bursts with cold radiance. For an instant, Elara glimpses worlds unwritten. Terror unfurls, shadows with faces she knows, betrayals unspooled. But her truth, unvarnished, unveiled, buoys her through the tide. The curse recoils, the chamber sighs with ancient, grateful sorrow. Shadows slither back. Above, dawn breaks golden thin through coiling branches. The artifact dims, cooling in her palm, heavy, pulsing, harmless at last. Emerging from the vault, Elara finds her party stumbling through the mist. They see the light in her hand and falter, fear and hope tangled in their faces. She greets them with a wry, tired smile. Trust is a dangerous gamble, but sometimes even the cunning must wager their heart. In the years that follow, Elara's legend drifts through tavern smoke and midnight hush, not as a thief or liar, but as one who risked truth in a world haunted by deceit. And in time, hope returns to the forest, growing quietly where darkness once held root. But the artifact, the heart of Serathiel, rests hidden still, safe in the hands of one who knows the price of trust. So I ask you, what would you have chosen in Elara's place? Trust or deceit? Leave your thoughts below, and perhaps the next tale whispered by firelight will be yours.